Good evening, I am Ruth with Fae Hollow Homestead. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing on the goat house today. I have to go run get some screws, but I'm going to show you what I am doing on it today, but I also want to show you what we did on it the other day in preparation for what it looks like right now. So all the pre-work was done, and the majority of the work a couple of days ago. My mother-in-law helped, and my husband was kind of like the main go-getter on that one. So let me show you what that was like. Today we are building a goat shelter on our chicken run hill so that we can have goats now. So I hope you enjoy watching the process. We are doing it with no cost because we're using only scraps that we have harvested from various places that have given us wood free or pallets or things like that. So it's kind of, we're doing it. We don't know where we're going to put it. We don't know what it's going to look like, but this is it. Okay, so we've got some of it built, but I forgot to hit the record button before when we were doing the first part of it, so let me just do that now and we'll catch up with what's going on. We had to end the other day the building of the goat fence. Not the goat fence. The goat pen. No, not the goat pen. What is it? The goat house. We had to stop the other day because it got dark. And at some point I need to feed my children or something like that. Something silly. But I am out here now and I'm going to be fixing up the last parts of this that we need to get done, because really all it is drilling some holes, nailing in some nails, and then putting up a couple of boards. Not a whole lot of teamwork needs to happen, and then other people in the family are doing other stuff right now, so I figure I'd take care of this and get it done. So my drill bit came out, and my mother-in-law popped out from the bushes at the same time and totally scared me. I am probably one of the most jumpy people on the planet anyway, but and so I was watching her and I grabbed the drill bit and held it for a minute before realizing that it was burning me, because drill bits get real hot as they spin in the wood. And so now I have like 5 bandages on me because I gripped it so it went on all parts of my pinky and other places. It was really hot and I held it for longer than I should have, so there's blisters, big blisters already, but it is what it is and it's part of the job, so next time I'll be more careful. Okay, here it is. It is definitely made from pallets and scrap wood, as you can tell, but it's actually really spacious in here. And the roof is going to be real solid. We're going to put some tar paper down and some shingles. And we wanted to have lots of airflow. And so we've got these on both sides, but down low, there's a windbreak. And I'm going to get something down a little bit lower there to fill in that bottom area right there. But the back is going to be open pretty much. And in the winter, we'll put some straw in here. We'll keep it warm for them, but they should be fine with this. And the best part is honestly for goats, being able to stand up on top of this, because you know goats love to climb. It's in their nature. And so they're going to be able to get onto this really easily. Now, we're on a hill. It's definitely, you know, the side of a mountain. And even accounting for the downward slope, it looks like the roof is flat, right? But we designed it so that it would actually be at a downward angle, and it is. If you put a level on this thing, a level on this, the lower end is in front. And so what that means is once they get the roofing on, Jeremy's gonna take a saw, and make this all one flush edge right here. We're going to attach a gutter to this, and we're gonna have it drain down either on this side or on this side right here, and we're gonna have a big water barrel, and this big roof here is gonna collect water for us for the goats so that they can have a constant water supply. Now, we will always be checking on them to make sure that if it gets low, we'll fill it up. We also have another one right here. So this is another water barrel that we're going to have full of water all the time. And you can see on the edge right there, my mother-in-law has got a attachment there so that we can drain the water real easily and make sure that they just have fresh water all the time. So this is going to be their home. It's going to be really wonderful. And I'm so excited. So next Sunday, we're going to have all this ready by next Sunday. I did all my part that I need to do with this. And then we're going to get 2 Boers. So I hope you like it, guys. If you guys have any tips, let me know. This is obviously our first time that we have owned goats. We have hosted goats before. And when we did that, we actually only had two pallets leaning up against each other in kind of a teepee style A-frame, and then a solid base underneath. And we realized really quickly that you don't want to have a base in an area where goats are being kept, because it was nasty. It was super nasty. And so having this dirt floor in here is going to be really good. Also, that A-frame was good for two goats. I mean, it really was. And they like to climb on top of it. And, you know, they really enjoyed it. We had a tarp going over it so that it was, you know, going to keep the water out. And that was their shelter from the water. But they didn't really go in it a whole lot. What they really like to do is just kind of be out and about and grazing. So I anticipate this is basically just going to be a shelter for cold days, rainy days, things like that. If they want to, you know, give birth or something like that eventually. And it is much bigger than what would be needed for 2 goats. But the idea is, after a while, we are definitely going to want to breed them and start having more goats. So there's that. We build with the end in mind, right? Begin with the end in mind. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Begin with the end in mind. Helps me every day of my life. Okay, so here's our turkeys. Hi. Hi. That's her favorite spot to hang out. She loves being under the peach tree and having that view, being able to see everything. She's such a good girl. And there's her twin. Okay, so that's the goat house. Next time you see this house, hopefully there'll be goats in it. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, the subscribe, the notification bell, all those wonderful things. I appreciate it so much. And have a wonderful night and stay blessed.